Hi. Bit different, isn't it? Alright. Yeah, this comes out after to be Tuesday. Um, so in my quest to, I am going through and I'm trying to watch all the Shutter movies I own. I even ordered a couple off of eBay so I can put them in a specific ranking because I think they deserve it. One of which was this one, y'all. Revenge. And the other one is Mayhem, which is on its way here. Hopefully, I can get it and review it before October is over. But in going through my movies to make sure I got them all, I realized that this movie, Peninsula, or Train to Busan Presents Peninsula, is also technically a Shutter film. So we're gonna talk about this. It's a quote unquote sequel. It's a standalone sequel to Train to Busan. It's not on a train, and it sort of has a quick and uh, throwaway line about that kind of takes away from that first one. But this, whereas the first one was a horror film, very grounded, one setting mostly, on a train, and it was on the horror of the zombies coming after them and transformation and who is bitten, who hasn't been. This one, well, I'll just tell you how I've watched like 2 or 3 reviews and they all compare this to the Fast and Furious movies, and I gotta agree. There's a lot of car scenes in this movie where they're driving horrible CG, not horrible, but bad CGI effects. Where there was more practical in Train to Busan. Zombie effects are even a little bit worse here. I don't know if they just didn't have the same budget as the first one, but it's the same director and everything. So I find it to be weird. But yeah, they focus on a soldier who is their whole main thing is to get some money. And you're sitting there thinking, wait, if there's zombie apocalypse. And yes, it's only confined to South Korea or Korea or whatever. But why do you need money? It just doesn't make any sense to me. Also, the main character's arc is that we start off like shortly after the events of the first film, where he and a few others are running, and he decides not to help anyone, and that results in people's deaths, I guess. And then he meets these characters later. The main film takes place 4 years later, and he meets these characters, 2 teenage girls and a grandpa and their mother. And when he meets her, they show a flashback to, oh, please help save my daughter. And I'm just like, is that supposed to be her? It doesn't look like her. I think it was supposed to like symbolize that she has daughters and he failed to save that woman and her daughter. I don't know, something like that. But this all leads up to him saving the woman with no consequence. Like usually in these types of movies, when trying to save them, he gets bitten or attacked or dies or something. No, he just saves them and they get in a helicopter and fly away. And that's it. While I appreciate, like, a lot of people say that the first film, the director did a very good job of subverting what you think of the normal zombie, an American Hollywood zombie film would be. They're on a train, or the horrors. There were some humans turning on other human stuff, but that's to be, shown. Here, they do the trope of, in a world filled with zombies, man is the worst monster. I just don't. They have this whole little setup where a bunch of soldiers and stuff are there, people are there, and they throw people into fight clubs, I guess. Which, I don't know. And, the whole thing about the first film was the guy trying to get his daughter to Busan, to her mother, even if they didn't know that she was alive or not. He was trying to get it done. Here, first of all, they established that even though they were trying to get to Busan because they said it was a safe haven, here they dismissed that as, nah, it wasn't as safe as you thought it was, and then, So what was the point of the first film then? I don't know. And here, there's a separation because this guy has a partner and they get separated, and the partner ends up in the fight club. But he doesn't even know that his partner is alive until later on in the film. So it's not really they're not going to save him. They're, even though that's where he is, they're going to get the money, which I don't know. I'm sorry, but saving a loved one is more important than money. I don't know why they would do this. Feels like a Hollywood executive came up with this idea and told this guy, hey, I found a script, make it a sequel to Train to Busan and add your spin to it. That's what it is. It's more action than horror. There's a lot of car chases and stuff. The zombie stuff when it's on screen is okay, but it's not as good as the first one. The whole thing about the first one was the horror of someone being bitten and changing, or some humans turning on another because they've been bitten, that sort of thing. Having to lock them in another compartment, and that kind of. But here it's just zombies running at you. Boom, 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 gunshot, boom, 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 boom. It's more action oriented, which is gonna keep an audience, looking at the screen, but there's no emotion in that. It's just killing zombies. What do you do? Also, one thing I'm gonna criticize is they do this they do this shot at the end where the mom she's in the truck. Zombies are all around the truck just before our main hero here decides to step in. But she's sitting there, she's got the gun right under her, and she's trying to, so she's gonna pull it. And they slow things down. Kids are going, Mom! And she's going, and it's like, I don't want her to die, but if she's gonna die, you're gonna do it soon because you're taking forever to do this. And then she decides, I'm not gonna do it. And then our hero here, I'm not gonna go into names because I can't pronounce Korean, but our hero here runs and then the hero singing in Korean. Sing that song in Korean, and you can play that. Saves the day, and they get off in a helicopter, and yeah. One thing I will say is that I did appreciate that, watching this. I did like how, the first one was, condensed to the train, but if you're going to do a sequel, you can't just do that again. I appreciated them trying to go out and show the bigger world. I just don't think that you have to, we don't know exactly what's going to happen when the apocalypse hits, when zombies, stuff like that. What would happen if that happened. But I hate that they always go into the trope that, apocalypse, everyone's got to be an asshole to each other now. It makes me roll my eyes in every movie. Even the first Train to Busan, this is the end. Zombie land. To the extent the Dead films. It's a trope that I don't like in zombie films. Yes, I understand it. In that type of situation, people will be at each other's throats. But, no, I just don't like that trope. Okay? But, this was fine. It's a middle-of-the-road movie for me, to be sure. I just think they could have done better after Train to Busan was pretty good, in my opinion. So, this one is going to get a middle of the road. So, what are your thoughts on Peninsula, or Train to Busan Peninsula, whatever you want to call it? I'm going to call it Train to Busan Peninsula, because it makes sense. Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'm Scotty, and I'll see you in the next one. Met.